Let me guess. Normal summon tribe, instantly clicked battle phase. I'm so ready for it. Chat, how much time do you think between normaling tribe and declaring battle phase? Any guessers? Anyone at all? Take your guesses right now, chat. Take your guesses. It's time. Hi, Judge. Hello. How can I help? How can I assist, Duelist? I can activate the effect for mill. Which effect for mill? We just wanted to know if Lightsworns can mill with skill drain on field. Their effects will activate as they are mandatory in the end phase to activate, but they will be negated and not mill anything. I mean, that's a simple one, but yeah. So the card will activate, but it won't mill. For example, Card Trooper. Card Trooper successfully mills under skill drain because Trooper mills for cost. Lightsworn monsters mill for effect. There is a difference. Same with Card Trooper. Again, Card Trooper mills for cost. Lightsworns mill for effect. You can pay cost under skill drain, but effects get negated. Effects get negated. Lightsworns will not mill under skill drain. They are effects. They are effects. You will not be milling with Lightsworns because these all have the end phase effect, like send X amount of cards from the top of your deck to the grave. So Trooper, yes. Lightsworn, no. Costs are still paid. Effects are negated. That's I cannot explain this in any simpler terms. I cannot explain it in terms that are simpler than that. I simply cannot do that. There is no way for me to explain this in any more simple way. One more question. Don't ask me how to determine whether or not something is a cost, please. Please do not ask me this. Judgment Dragon versus Bottomless. If you prio JD, it will wipe the board. Like, what's the question here? Because this is Edison. You can prio JD. Dude, you cannot get an Edison call without a question about prio. Does Dragon still blow up the field? Yeah, if you prio JD, it will wipe the board. Come on, man. This is the most basic prio question of all time. All right, have a nice day. Have a nice day. Why is there a Zushin summoned by a wild monster appears? Huh? In the anime, Zushin, the sleeping giant, has power to rival the 3 Egyptian... Okay. What the fuck? Why are we talking about the power level of Zushin? What is the issue here? What the fuck am I looking at, man? Dude summoned the monster with the spell. If your opponent controls a monster, special summon from your hand, one monster with an original level of 10 or lower that cannot be normal summoned or set, ignoring its summoning conditions. It's unaffected by the effects of your cards except for its own effect and this card's. Also, shuffle into the deck during your opponent's next end phase. Unaffected by other cards' effects. I mean, yeah, the Zushin wouldn't go back. Yeah, it wouldn't go back because it's unaffected by other cards' effects. So Zushin is unaffected by the effect of a wild monster appears. It does go into the deck, does it? For real? Wait, why? The effect of wild monster appears is applied before Zushin applies its own effect to be unaffected by other effects. Wait, really? So Zushin is returned to the deck. Is there an entry? Oh, there is an entry. What entry is this for? If Wild Heart is special summoned due to when a monster is destroyed by balance at the graveyard, discard your entire hand by Rope of Life. Discard your entire hand, discard one of those monsters, special minute. If you do, it gains 800 attack. Oh, so it'll still gain 800, right? It will gain 800 attack. That's so funny. That is hilarious. Oh, is there another? If Timaeus, the United Magical Dragon, is fusioned by the gaze of Timaeus. Oh, this is a more recent one too. That's awesome. Wild monster cannot touch a monster that is immune. Huh. Like I said, that effect is applied to the Zushin before the Zushin applies its effect to be unaffected. That's interesting. Here is the official source. That's so funny. I'm gonna be real, I've never encountered this in my life. Isn't this the same as if I droplet a crooked cook? Nope. This is very different than that. This is very different than that. This is the exact ruling? Oh, I mean, yeah, that's funny. Here is a source for this exact scenario. That's so funny. Phenomena have the idea of poison snake that special by the effect of wild monster appears. If special by the part of the effect that also makes it return to the deck during the end phase, this part of the effect is not influenced by the effect of Phenomenaga that makes it unaffected by other cards' effects. That is so sick. I did not know this. I've never encountered this. I've never seen this card be used ever. Coder's like a golden judge of the Yu-Gi-Oh community. I am a silver judge. I am a silver judge, actually. Like, silver judge. I'm gray. I'm not gold. Not yet, anyway. Can you give me a match loss judge? You can concede in the bottom left. Bottom left, duelist. You can concede the duel. Okay. Have a nice day. Interesting. I'm gonna be real. I did not know that. That's interesting. So the reason why it works that way is because Wild Monster appears as effect to return it into the deck is part of the effect to summon it. Does that work the same way with like instant fusion? Hold on. Also, it is destroyed during your end phase. So if you instant fusion for a monster that's unaffected, or even if you make the monster unaffected after the fact, instant fusion will still destroy it. I've never encountered this. Today I learned, man. If you summon a Nightingale, it will still be destroyed. Oh, I did encounter that. Unaffected by other cards' effects, just point blank. Point blank, unaffected by other cards' effects. But it will still die if you instant fusion for it. Because the effect to pop it is part of the effect that summons it. So that effect is applied before this card. That seems really convoluted and weird, but I like it. Whatever, that's cool. I'm on board with it. I'm down for that shit. I'm on board. I'm in. Bro, are we using Black Rose Dragon's secret effect? Any plants in grade? No plants! I will happily let players trash talk, but I will not be called a... Oh, the R word. Did you call your opponent the R word? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What happened for him to call him the R word? So blue declared the effect of Summoner Monk, discarding Foolish Burial, summons Erebellum from deck, then 30 seconds later returns the Erebellum to deck, and red says, no, you already chose. Blue says, what? No, moron, it's a level 3 R word. That's insane. I'm sorry, but why did you call your opponent a moron and a this word if you were the one who made an illegal play exactly? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about? Because red wouldn't even be sharking. Like, I'm sorry, if you summon a monster, wait 30 seconds and put it back in your deck, you have committed to summoning that monster. Now, the thing is, it was an illegal monster, and blue didn't say that. Red didn't catch it. Like, that's insane. That is completely crazy. That is completely insane. And the problem with blue here, right? And here's the thing, right? Blue has a warning. UC minor, UC minor, UC minor, two UC minors, and then a third UC minor that got upgraded to a major. I'm freezing for this. Trying to fix it. They kept sharking about it, got frustrated. They did not shark. If you had summoned a legal monster, then 30 seconds wanted to change to another, I would also not allow it. But here, DB does not allow the use of slurs due to your extensive history of UC minor warnings and one upgraded to a major. I will freeze for your use of slurs. The next freeze for this will be permanent. Understood? I'm freezing for this. I'm sorry. You just fucking deserve this. I don't take back misplays. Yeah, you shouldn't have made the illegal play in the first place. The freeze will be applied now. Have been called this many a time without nothing happening to my opponent. These rules were changed this year. We no longer tolerate it. Sorry, buddy. No longer tolerate that shit. Boom, 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 boom. Have a nice day. Gucci Wucci. All right, let's proceed. Go ruling. Hi. We got Tribe Torrential. Pitch Black Warwolf. What a cool looking card. Your opponent cannot activate trap cards during the battle phase. This is a dope card. Guy basically summoned a monster and decided it's time for battle phase. I couldn't activate my trap. Let me guess. Normal summon Tribe, instantly clicked battle phase. I'm so ready for it. Chat, how much time do you think between normaling Tribe and declaring battle phase? Any guessers? Anyone at all? Take your guesses right now, chat. Take your guesses. It's time. Normal summon Tribe Infecting Virus. Entered battle phase. 2 seconds later. 2 seconds later. And then red activates Torrential Tribute, and what does blue say? Too slow, bro. Too slow. You summon Tribe and entered the BP 2 seconds later. You did not pass priority nor ask if your opponent had a response. What exactly made you think you could just speed run into the BP like that? Not happening. No chance, bro. Sorry. He said too slow. Ha 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 ha. Laughing. He goes, are you out of your mind? You've been fast playing till now. Red should have been faster, obviously. Yeah. No, red should have rapid fired that shit. Hello, blue? Anything? I will allow Torrential be used on summon here. Return to M1, and you may respond to Torrential if you wish to do so. Red should have pre-fired the Torrential. He should have just flipped the Torrential up before blue even played his monster and go, I'm gonna be using this the moment you perform a normal summon. I'm pre-moving. Pre-move the Torrential. 30 seconds to return to the M1. 30 seconds. I mean, the reality is if red says I don't care, you can always just leave. If you don't care, you can always just leave. All right, so blue is just not gonna go back to the M1. Blue is gonna get a loss for non-compliance. Incoming. Epic. Loss for non-compliance. Will you proceed with the duel? No. Dude, stop. Stop. Play the game. Play the game. Will you continue? Continue, yes or no. 30 seconds to respond. We'll make this real simple. We'll make this real simple. I will ask blue, will you continue, yes or no? 30 seconds to respond. If not, I'll give him a loss for AFK. It's annoying to me that red is doing this because I kind of don't want to reward this behavior. But if blue's AFK, you know? Like, red needs to learn to just be quiet and let me do my thing, you know? And he's not here. Boom, boom, boom. Not responding. Boom. Have a nice day. Loss for AFK. See, red just needed to be patient.